Share this video with anyone you know that wants to build a brand online, maybe an entrepreneur, maybe someone who works remotely, maybe someone who wants to showcase their brand online or their portfolio online. They need to watch this video. Now, you can create a mini website. You don't need someone to create a website for you to be able to showcase your product or your service or whatever you want to showcase to clients or intending customers online. Now, you can use what is called Google Sites to create your own website, your personalized website, without the need to reach out to anyone to create a website for you. This Google Sites has a drag and drop feature that is very, very seamless. All you need to do is to drag and drop. And the amazing thing about this is that if you use this to create your website or to create a mini website, your website can even pop up when people use Google search, right? So because it's owned by Google, and if it is well optimized, it can pop up when people search for things on Google. So here's the thing: using Google websites is simple, and it's a simple way to avoid the high cost of having to consult or to hire a UI UX designer or a developer, right? Yeah, of course, there are some limitations with Google Sites, but the same way, you can do so much with Google Sites if you don't want to hire a developer or you don't want to engage a UI or UX designer because you don't have the funds to do so. Now, you can use Google Sites to upload your portfolio or to design a very nice looking landing page if you sell products, so you don't have to always send your products to people on WhatsApp all the time when people are asking for your product prices and different variants of your product. So instead of doing that on WhatsApp, you can send them a link to your Google's sites, and they can have various products you sell on that side. If you're a service-based business, the same way, people can actually know about what you do on this website rather than having to explain to them one by one, when they ask about you, because you don't even have a standard website or have money, right, to consult a website designer. So I'll be showing you how to do that now, because I've created a simple video you can use to watch step by step how to create a Google website. And using this, it is very free, cost effective. You're not paying any money, and you can do as much as you want to do, right? You can even duplicate a website you've done before. You can duplicate it and edit it for another one, right? So you can explore so much using Google website, and I have made a video for you which will be showing you how to do that now. So I'll be showing you now how to use Google Sites in case you want to create a landing page or a portfolio page for your brand, and you don't have so much money to create a website or to hire a website designer or a software developer, right? This is just a simple way to have your work on the cloud where people can see your work on the internet, right? So for example, if you're asked to show your work, you don't have to send your work to people one by one. You can actually just send a link to this page, and all your details are right there on the page. So the first thing you want to do, like you're seeing on my screen, is to go to sites.google.com. You can see it on my screen here, sites.google.com, right? Let me remove this so that you see what I'm saying. So once you click this, it's going to load this page, right? So right here you have templates. If you're familiar with Google Forms or Google Sheets or Google Docs, you would know that they have a similar interface, right? Now, so once you're here, you can play around with some of the templates. Here are the templates. You can see we have tons of templates here. So I'll just be picking one and be making an example with it, right? I'll be picking one and be making an example with it. So let me scroll and see which one I should pick. So let's say I want to have an event and I need a landing page for the people who wants to register for the event. I need a landing page, and I don't have a website designer, nor do I have I don't have anyone to assist me. All you could do is just come to Google Sites here, and you are going to finish this up in less than 30 minutes, right? And your page will be live. So let me click this event. So I've clicked it now, and I'm going to edit the page of the event and other things. Now, the first thing you want to do when you get to this is the interface. This is a template. You can see the panel here, right, to drop your elements for the design you want to use. You can see the content block, you can see the pages, you can see the themes, right? You can select different themes. You can also see a place for the name, so you can edit the name. So let's say I want to edit it to let's say book launch event. So let's say I have a book launch event I want to do. Now, once you're done doing that, just click this and you're done changing the name of the event. The other thing you want to do is get the link of this website. Now, if you click to publish this website, it will ask you to drop a name for the URL of this page, right? So the name of the URL of this page would be after this slug. So you have site.wood.com/view/ the name you want to put here. So let's say you put book launch. I know it might be taken already. It's already taken, like I said. Let's say you want to use book your name Solu book launch. Okay, it's available. So you just need to publish this. Make sure you don't tick this, but you can just leave it and click on publish. So once you publish this, your page is live, and you can click this to view the page. So this is how the website looks like. This is still the page here. So you've not edited it yet, of course. So let's start with the edits. Now you can see right here that you can just click the box and edit. So let's say you want to launch a book. It's a book launch event, right? So we could just rename this to book launch. So you could just highlight and make sure this is bold and just edit it. For the date part, you can just put this for the date. For the just normal edits, right? Normal way you edit. Now you can see that we have about 4 pages here for the home, the schedule, the speakers, the venue. So you would have to edit each of these pages one by one, right? But you have the templates already, so you don't need to bother yourself. You can as well just add your logo here. If you have a logo, right, you just try to upload it. So once you upload your logo, it's going to appear there. But I'm not going to be using a logo today. So now, if you get to this session, you could have what you want to put here: a 3-day summit of talks, activities, and workshops. Well, do I want to leave this or not? I can choose to leave it, or I can choose to change the font something else. So let's say I want to use this. This does not look cool, right? Let me change it to something else. Let's say I want to use I like this font a lot. I don't know why I like it, but I like it. So you can see a 3-day summit of talks, activities and workshops. Right now, if you click this, you'd see that if you want to leave this it with this kind of font size, you can leave it. But if you don't want to, for me, I think this aspect. Now, to delete any of these sections, you can just click on the line and you'll be able to delete these sections, right? So for example, if I click this now, I can click this button to delete the section, right? So a 3-day summit, in my case now it's 2, right? So let's use 2. A 2-day summit of talks, activities and workshop. So I could just put something like register here, register, and you could have a link you want to attach to this button. If you have a link, you could put it here, right? If you want them to register in your DM, you could put a link to your DM here too. Depends on what you want now. So that's that. For Google sites, you have limited website building elements. Unlike if you were using WordPress, for example, you would have myriads of elements you could play around with, right? As well, you can change this image from what it is. You have a background image you want to use, you can just click this box and click on image and upload a new one, right? So if you click on your system, look for the image you want to use, right, for your events, and you can use that for the background. But in my case, because I don't want to waste much time, let me just leave this and scroll. So right here is another section, right? In this section, again, you can choose to delete this. Here you can put images and what you want to do for day 1, day 2, day 3. You can add more images here, right? Maybe from your Google Drive, from your system, or whatever one. Just edit, drag and drop feature, which makes it very, very easy for you to use, right? Day 2, let's want to talk about strategies to grow your career, right? For day 2, let's say this is how to get your best, how to get a suitable career path. So let's say this is what you want to use for day 1, right? And for day 2, this is what you want to use. Now, you can as well copy these, highlight these and highlight it and centralize it here, right? And you can increase the font size. Let's say you want to use 12. 12 is too big, right? Let's copy it again. You can use maybe 11, right? You can make it thick or bolden it rather. And second place, the same thing here. So it is very simple and easy to navigate, right? Very simple and easy to navigate. You could put your figure here, even if you don't want to choose from the screen. So let's say you want to use 13, put 13 here, right? But we have already used, I think, 11 here. So let's make it rhyme. 11. So if you have a picture you want to push, you can also add that here, right? So when you scroll down, also you can see more places
and
to
let's see how it
add
works.
your information, image and the likes, right? You can see the speakers if you want to add images and the likes. Now you can choose to add more. For example, have more speakers coming. You can choose to duplicate this, right? Then you won't choose to duplicate the entire section, right? Now if I click on this, it's going to duplicate it. So we have more section. You can choose to delete the entire section, right? Now if you click on the section also, you can choose to change the color. I told you earlier that the elements are limited, right? So let's say you choose this is how it's going to look like. Yeah, so you can choose this, for example, and you can always click this to choose your uh, images and the likes. And even right from here, you can choose to insert more images or slide in. So for example, if you have a carousel, right, you can click. So let's say you're on this sorry so let's say you're on this section. Now you could click image carousel, and you could have carousels to insert. So for an example, let me just do a demo, right? So let's say I click one. So let's say I click one carousel. Come in. Let's try that again. Now click two, right? You can control click more than one. So that was what I did. You just control click more than one, and you can click. So let's say I want to add this to it. Now we have three, right? If you insert it, so let's see how it looks like when you insert a carousel. So right here you can see how it looks like. You can choose to put this at the middle, right? You don't want it to be at the side, you can click and drag to put it at the middle. Yeah, something like this. If you don't want this, you could remove this, right? So your work is going to be automatically saving as long as your internet connection is up, right? If you get disconnected, your work is going to stop saving, right? So you can see it all changes saved in Drive. So it's a cloud based system, so your work will definitely keep saving and saving as long as you have your internet connections, right? So now you can even set your carousels here, right? And you can choose the transition speed. If you want fast, you can click it here and update it, right? So your carousel will transition fast. So let's see how it looks like on the home page. Now if you publish this, right, publish comment a little different between. So now this is the one published the last time. This is the recent one. So let's just see how it looks like on the outside. So let's view it. So once you view it, you would see how your site looks like on the outside. So you can see right here that your how your site looks like. You can see how it looks like, right? You can see how it looks like. You can see how it looks like. So we're still working on this, of course. Still working on this. See the carousels here. So you can just play around with those elements, right? You can play around with those elements and keep refreshing your page as long as you add more information on your page, right? You can play around with more elements. So you can see we have a divider here, we have a spacer. So what does divider do? Divider just divides two sections, right? If you click on it, for example, if I'm currently here, right, and I click on a divider, it's going to divide it to ensure that there is so you can see it right here. So it's just one of the ways to make your landing page more structured. If you use a spacer would not show you a line, but it will create a space. But when you launch your page, you will not see this box there. It's just be blank. Do you understand? So you can play around with more things. If you want to add your YouTube video, you could add your YouTube video here by just clicking on YouTube, right? And YouTube would ask you to search the videos you want to add, right? Or if you want to use this place too, you can go to some of the videos you've uploaded before on YouTube now, right? So you can just explore that. You can delete whatever is not needed. So once you're done with this page and you've done it to your taste, you can now move to the next page. The same thing, the same way of editing your templates, right? You can move to the next page and you can adjust whatever image you don't want. You can remove image, you can choose your header type, you can choose to be something like this or something like this. You can just play around, right? You can play around with it. If you come back here, you can still edit this. You could change the color if you want white. If you want, sorry, click on this specifically and click on comment. Make it yellow if you want, or make, so if you want to change, so you can see it's changed. So the same way, if you want to change this also, click on this and change it here. Just left to you, right? But I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to leave it, right? I think I want to leave it. So the same way you can edit all these ones, right? Now these are your pages, right? If you feel like you don't need all these pages, you just need one page, you can as well just delete the page you don't need. For example, just come to the pages here and click on this to delete the page you don't need. Just click on this to delete the page you don't need. So let's delete one of them. So let's say I want to delete the venue. I'll just click on this and delete it. So you can see that we have just 3 more pages. 3 left pages rather. So here also you can change your themes. If you don't want yellow, you can change your themes. So let's say you want blue, right? You can change your themes to blue. You can change your themes to blue, but I don't think I like blue for this case. So let me leave it here, right? And you can choose here to select the color you want. Also, you can choose here to select the color you want, right? So this is a way you can create a simple page for your landing page or your portfolio or whatever you think you need a website for, right? You can also duplicate this site, right, by just clicking this and clicking on make a copy. So once you make a copy, a duplicate will be created. So in case you want to use it another time to create another page, you don't have to start from scratch again, right? You don't have to start from scratch. All you need to do is to just duplicate this and edit the new one you have, right? That's all you need to duplicate or to use the page again. Now you can also share this page with someone you like, right? You can share this page, right, and give the person access. You can give the person access. So let's say I want to share it with this person now. You can give the person access to edit the page or not. So, or you can give the person to be able to review the published version of the page, right? So it's as simple as that. If you want the person to be able to edit this page, just click on this editor and click on send, and it will be sent. So it's as simple as that. Nothing complicated. Right here also you can copy the link of your page and send it out. If you want to send it out, right, you can send it out. Now let's go back. So if you click here, you can preview how your site looks like on system. On your mobile phone also you can see how it looks like. So for example, on a mobile phone, this is how your site would look like, right? This is how it's going to look like on a mobile phone. So this is how it's going to look like on a mobile phone. And on a tablet, this is how it's going to look like. So very simple and straightforward. No complex things here. There are things you can easily do. You can delete this if you don't want. Just click on this line here and click on this to delete, right? So you can play around, and have a great time to show your work or your business to prospective clients or customers, right? So it's as simple as that. And if you feel like there is a time you don't want the page to show again, you could just unpublish the page, right? Click on this and unpublish the page. So once you unpublish the page, your page would no longer be visible to people outside. You can still make edits and publish your site again, but it will no longer be live, right? So that's just it. It is very simple and clear. So if you want to try that out now, try it out and let me know what you feel in the comment section. How it look like after you tried it out, and what if you'd be using Google Sites to create your portfolio or your landing page. Is as simple as this. So till another time again, when I'll be showing you how to use a Google tool more effectively and how to make sure that you're able to save your time and achieve more by using Google tools or tech tools. Bye for now.